I became seriously ill with MCS 5 years ago. I could no longer work. My disability claim was rejected by the insurance company, and I had to hire a lawyer to fight them. I went through all my savings. Every day is a struggle, physically, emotionally, and financially. LF, Ontario, Canada. I found out information about the illness from a pain specialist that practices in British Columbia. Despite having paperwork, information sheets, and test results, my family doctor refused to acknowledge the diagnosis, so I was never given treatment or even medical advice on how to deal with it. Most of the time, unfortunately, I am bedbound. It's hard to stay positive some days, but I try to think of how lucky I am to have a caregiver and that I am no longer living in poverty as a single disabled person. MT, McAdoo, Pennsylvania. I was informed that the government of Manitoba insisted that doctors not be allowed to diagnose MCS in Manitoba. GW, Canada. Society accepts that your neighbor has no right to disturb your rest with loud music, and you could even call the police over it. But when a neighbor sends unsafe substances like laundry fumes or pesticides into your home and triggers your illness, nobody is on your side. Why is music less acceptable than poisoning a sick person? KM, Ontario. I'm sick to the point of disabled by this. Would they tell someone with a flu to just go hang in the park? 'Cause hi, everywhere else is exposure central, so I don't know what else they mean by out. J. Mac, Ontario. Even when we take all the precautions we can, we are subjected to toxic chemicals and other harmful substances from everywhere, because health-harming levels are currently allowed in virtually all everyday products and materials. Anonymous, Ontario, Canada. I would like to live in a world in which services for the disabled are not constantly cut because we are seen as a burden. Vicky, New York City, USA. It's a crime, and nobody should have to go through what we are all going through. KQB, California. Housing can hurt, or housing can heal. Housing is essential and hard to find. SL. Green and healthy homes should not be a luxury of wealth and privilege, but should be a basic necessity to be afforded by all. MLC, Rhode Island. How many times have you been homeless because you were too sick to function? J. Mac, Ontario. In Canada, we have assisted dying, but those with MCS who want to live are denied safe housing, accessible health, dental, vision care, and safe access to food. Personal choice to wear scent never outweighs human rights. Anonymous, Canada. If one wants a more humane option, then all those who are ignorant, negligent, or cruel can simply say, "See, they were just crazy," which in the U.S. is the stamp of social approval, acceptable for any and all mistreatment. Anonymous. The pain you feel when family members say, "It's all in your head," until they see the note from your doctor. Enid S., Oakland, California, USA. Our human rights only exist on paper. I'm sick of this shit. J. Mac, Ontario. Most of all, I would like to have value. Vicky, New York City, USA.